All right, today we're stepping into the command center, the nerve center for any massive undertaking. We're talking about MSP governance, and I want you to think of it as your project's very own mission control. I mean, seriously, have you ever thought about that? You've got thousands of moving parts, countless people, budgets that are just astronomical. How do these colossal efforts avoid just spiraling into complete and utter chaos? Well, the secret, the antidote to all that chaos, is having a really solid framework of control. It is literally the difference between a successful launch and a spectacular, very expensive failure. So, here's our flight plan for this explainer. We'll start by defining what we even mean by governance. Then we'll take a tour of mission control. We'll see the blueprints, then head down to the engine room, and finish up on the captain's deck. After all that, we'll hand the controls over to you. Okay, let's get into it. Welcome to Mission Control. This is the MSP framework, the system that's designed to bring order out of all that potential chaos. So, what is this master system that keeps the whole mission on track? Well, it's called project governance. Okay, so here's the official textbook definition straight from the source. It's the control framework through which strategic projects deliver their change objectives and remain within corporate visibility and control. Yeah, a little dense, right? Let's translate that from corporate speak into plain English. Governance is basically the project's official rulebook for not messing up. Simple as that. It's the set of rules that everyone agrees on so the mission actually has a shot at succeeding. And this rulebook, this entire mission control system, is built on 9 foundational ideas. In the world of MSP, we call these the governance themes. Now, don't worry, you don't have to memorize a list of 9 things, because what's so great is how neatly they're organized. They fall into 3 really simple groups. 3 of them are about documents, the what and the why. 3 are about management, the how. And the last 3 are all about people, the who. So let's dive into that first group. These are the blueprint controls. These are the foundational documents, the actual plans for our entire mission. These 3 are all about answering the big, fundamental questions. First up, you've got the business case. This asks the most important question of all. Why are we even doing this? Is it actually worth it? Then you have the blueprint design, which answers what exactly are we building? And finally, benefits management is all about the payoff, answering what do we get when this is all over? It makes sure we actually get the prize we were promised at the beginning. And this slide really nails a critical point about the business case. It is not just a budget you write and then forget about in a drawer somewhere. No way. It's a living document. It's the project's North Star, something you are constantly checking to make sure the mission is still worth doing. It's all about value. Okay, our blueprints are set. Now, let's head down to where the action is, the engine room. This is where you'll find the day-to-day controls that keep this whole mission flying straight. So in here, we have 3 really active themes. Planning and control, that's our flight path, our schedule, and crucially, our dashboard to see if we're on track. Risk and issue management, think of that as our asteroid detection system, the risks, and our deflector shields for when they actually hit, the issues. And then there's quality and assurance. That's our system for making sure every single nut and bolt is tightened correctly the first time. I absolutely love this way of putting it. Your risk manager is basically a professional pessimist. It is their job to constantly be scanning the horizon for trouble, always asking, yeah, but what could go wrong? That way, you have a plan before something blows up. Every mission needs one. Okay, time to see if you're paying attention. Quick pop quiz. Take a look at the options on the screen. Which one of these is a real governance theme that we've just talked about? A, B, C, or D? I'll give you a second. Got it? If you picked C, Quality and Assurance Management, you are absolutely right. That is one of our essential engine room controls. All right, last stop on our tour. Let's head all the way up to the bridge, the captain's deck. This last set of themes is all about the people who are actually steering the ship. So up here on the deck, we have our final 3, the vision. That's our destination star. That inspiring picture of the future that makes everyone excited to be here. Then there's leadership and stakeholder engagement. This is all about how the captain communicates with the crew and with everyone back at Mission Control to keep them all on board. And finally, the strategic project organization. This just makes sure we have the right people sitting in the right chairs on the bridge and that everyone knows what their job is. And really, this is the whole point. You can have the most perfect blueprints, the most powerful engine room, but without a crystal clear vision and strong leadership, you are just a ship adrift in space. This is what gives the entire mission direction and drive. So, we've toured the whole of mission control. We've seen the blueprints. We've been in the engine room. We stood on the captain's deck. But what's the one big idea that ties this all together? Why does any of this really matter?
Well, it really boils down to this one word, repeated because it's that important: control. The entire purpose of MSP governance is to establish and maintain control over something that is incredibly complex and has incredibly high stakes.
And that control gives you everything you need. It gives you total visibility into what's going on. It gives you full control over where you're headed. It ensures that what you're doing is actually connected to the company's main strategy. And maybe the best part, it keeps the project from going rogue and becoming its own separate empire. And just like that, our tour of mission control is complete. But the mission is definitely not over, because now it's your turn to take the controls. So, I want to leave you with a couple of things to think about. First, looking back at those 9 themes, which one do you think is the first to get tossed out the airlock when a project starts to fail? And second, a more practical one. How could you apply just one of these themes, like having a clearer business case or even a simple risk list, to a small project you are working on right now? Give it some thought. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.